In a quiet suburban neighborhood just outside of town, life was about to change dramatically for a loving family. A dedicated father watched helplessly as his young daughter struggled with daily activities due to a rare condition that confined her to a wheelchair. Despite her physical limitations, the 12-year-old girl's spirit remained unbroken, her smile lighting up every room she entered. The father, a hard-working construction supervisor, spent countless nights researching ways to make his daughter's life easier. During one late-night search session, he stumbled upon an article about service dogs trained specifically to assist children with mobility challenges. His heart raced with hope as he read story after story of these incredible animals transforming lives. Without telling his daughter, he reached out to several service dog training centers. The process wasn't easy, waiting lists were long, and costs were high. But he was determined. He picked up extra weekend shifts and sold his prized vintage car collection to make it happen. After 6 months of applications and interviews, they received the news they'd been waiting for: they were approved to meet a specially trained German Shepherd. The day they visited the training center was filled with nervous energy. The father hadn't told his daughter where they were going, wanting to protect her from disappointment if things didn't work out. As they entered the facility, her eyes widened at the sight of several dogs in training. That's when they first met their future family member, a 2-year-old German Shepherd with gentle eyes and a calm demeanor. The trainer explained how this particular dog had shown exceptional aptitude for working with children in wheelchairs. What happened next left everyone in the room speechless. Without any prompting, the German Shepherd walked over to the young girl's wheelchair and gently placed his head on her lap, looking up at her with understanding eyes. The girl, usually shy around animals, immediately reached out to pet him. Tears welled up in the father's eyes as he watched his daughter laugh, a sound he hadn't heard in months. The dog seemed to understand exactly what she needed, adjusting his position whenever she shifted in her chair, staying close but never making her feel uncomfortable. The trainer explained this was unusual even for a trained service dog. This level of natural connection was something special. The paperwork was signed that same day. After 2 weeks of intensive training sessions where both father and daughter learned how to work with their new family member, it was time to bring him home. The dog quickly proved to be more than just a service animal. He became a guardian, friend, and source of constant support. Within days, remarkable changes began to unfold. The girl who once needed help with simple tasks was now more independent, thanks to her 4-legged companion. The dog would pick up dropped items, open doors, and even help her transfer from her wheelchair to bed. But perhaps most importantly, he gave her confidence she never had before. At school, where she had often felt isolated, her furry friend became a bridge to new friendships. Classmates who had been unsure how to interact with her now had a natural way to start conversations. The dog's presence not only helped physically but transformed her social life. One day, during a routine afternoon at home, something extraordinary happened. The girl was alone in her room while her father prepared dinner downstairs. Suddenly, the dog began barking urgently, something he rarely did given his training. The father rushed upstairs to find his daughter experiencing a medical emergency, one that could have been dangerous if not caught early. The dog had sensed the subtle changes in her condition before any visible symptoms appeared. This incident made local news, but what truly touched people's hearts was watching how this service dog had become an integral part of their family. He knew exactly when to be a working dog and when to just be a loving pet. During therapy sessions, he would maintain perfect focus, helping with exercises. At home, he would transform into a playful companion, bringing toys and making the girl laugh with his gentle antics. The transformation in the girl's confidence was remarkable. She began participating in wheelchair sports, with her loyal friend watching from the sidelines. She started speaking at school assemblies about life with a service dog, inspiring others with different abilities. Her father watched in amazement as his once shy daughter blossomed into a confident young advocate for disability awareness. Other families began reaching out, asking about their experience. The father and daughter started a support group for families considering service dogs, sharing their journey and helping others navigate the process. Their story inspired the local community to raise funds for other families who couldn't afford service dog training. Through social media, their story reached thousands, showing how the bond between humans and animals can break through any barrier. The father often reflected on that late night when he first researched service dogs, never imagining how completely one animal could change their lives. What made their story special wasn't just the dog's extraordinary abilities or the girl's increased independence. It was how their journey showed that sometimes the most powerful healing comes from the unconditional love and dedication of a faithful companion. Their story became a testament to hope, proving that with the right support, any challenge could be overcome. Their experience highlighted how service animals do more than just perform tasks, they bring out the best in the humans around them. The father watched as his daughter grew more confident each day, taking on new challenges with her loyal friend by her side. The dog didn't just help with physical tasks, he gave her the emotional strength to face life's obstacles with courage and determination. As the months passed, their bond only grew stronger. The dog seemed to anticipate their needs before they arose, adding a layer of security and comfort to their daily lives. He became known in their neighborhood as the gentle giant who carried backpacks, opened doors, and brought smiles to everyone he met. Their story continues to inspire others, showing how the pure connection between a girl, her father, and their extraordinary dog can create miracles in everyday life. It's a reminder that sometimes the most amazing transformations come from the simple decision to open our hearts to unexpected possibilities. This story resonates because it's about more than just a service dog, it's about hope, determination, and the incredible ways love can heal and transform lives. It shows how one father's dedication, combined with the extraordinary capabilities of a trained service animal, can open up a world of possibilities for a child facing challenges. As the seasons changed, their story took unexpected turns that touched even more lives. One crisp autumn morning, the family received an invitation that would expand their impact far beyond their community. A children's hospital in the next city had heard about their journey and asked if they would visit young patients facing similar challenges. The father watched proudly as his daughter confidently guided her wheelchair through the hospital corridors, her faithful German shepherd matching her pace perfectly. The children's faces lit up as she shared her story, demonstrating how her four-legged partner helped with daily tasks. Many of these young patients had never imagined such independence could be possible for them. During one particularly memorable visit, they met a young boy who hadn't smiled in weeks according to the nurses. He lay in his hospital bed, turning away from visitors and refusing to engage in physical therapy. But something magical happened and the German shepherd gently rested his head on the boy's bed. Slowly, the child's hand reached out to touch the dog's soft fur. Within minutes, he was asking questions about what service dogs could do. The hospital staff noticed a pattern. After these visits, patients showed more interest in their recovery programs. The possibility of having their own service dog someday became a powerful motivation. The father and daughter began regular visits, their dog proving to be a natural therapy animal in addition to his service duties. Back at home, their influence continued to grow. Local news channels featured their story, focusing on how their journey was inspiring changes in their community. Schools began implementing education programs about service animals, and businesses became more aware of accessibility needs. The father's construction company even started specializing in home modifications for families with special needs. Their German shepherd's intelligence continued to amaze everyone. He learned to anticipate specific medical episodes before they occurred, giving precious extra minutes of warning time. The dog developed a unique way of alerting, different signals for different situations, something the trainers said they'd never seen before. One rainy evening, his extraordinary abilities were put to the ultimate test. The power went out during a severe storm, and the girl's medical equipment battery backup was running low. The dog's behavior changed instantly. he began alternating between checking on her and running to the father, clearly communicating the urgency of the situation. Thanks to his early warning, they had time to implement their backup plan before any issues arose. The local emergency response team was so impressed by this incident that they invited the family to help train first responders about working with service dogs during emergencies. This led to the development of new protocols that would help other families in similar situations. Their story caught the attention of service dog training organizations nationwide. The unique bond between the girl and her dog, combined with his exceptional intuition, became a case study for advancing training techniques. Trainers began incorporating their experiences into new programs, helping more dogs develop these specialized skills. As winter approached, they faced a new challenge. The girl was invited to participate in a wheelchair basketball tournament in another state. The thought of traveling so far from home was daunting, but with her faithful companion by her side, she felt brave enough to accept. The father watched in amazement as his daughter and her dog navigated airport security, hotel stays, and competition venues with growing confidence. During the tournament, other athletes were inspired by how the dog helped his young handler maintain her independence even in unfamiliar surroundings. He seemed to understand the importance of staying out of the way during games while remaining close enough to help when needed. Several families approached them, asking for advice about getting their own service dogs. The tournament organizers were so moved by their presence that they created a new policy ensuring all future events would be more accommodating to participants with service animals. This small change would open doors for many other young athletes who might have hesitated to participate before. Their social media following grew, but they remained focused on their core mission, showing how the bond between humans and service dogs could transform lives. They shared daily moments, both challenges and triumphs, helping others understand that while a service dog wasn't a miracle cure, it could provide independence, confidence, and unwavering support. The father noticed how his daughter had become a natural advocate, speaking with wisdom beyond her years. She often talked about how her dog had given her not just physical help, but the emotional strength to dream bigger. Her wheelchair no longer felt like a limitation but rather just another part of who she was, with her loyal friend by her side. Through all their public appearances and growing influence, their most powerful moments remained the quiet ones at home. The way the dog would rest his head on her lap during homework time, how he knew exactly when she needed emotional support versus physical assistance, and his gentle persistence in encouraging her to try new things, these daily interactions were the heart of their story. As their first year together drew to a close, they couldn't have imagined how one decision would create such far-reaching ripples of change. Their journey had shown that the right service dog wasn't just a trained assistant, they were a partner in breaking down barriers, changing perceptions, and inspiring others to see possibilities rather than limitations. Spring brought new chapters to their inspiring journey. Their German Shepherd's reputation for extraordinary perception led to an unexpected invitation from a prestigious veterinary research center. Scientists were intrigued by his ability to detect medical emergencies before standard monitors, hoping to understand how this could help other service dogs. The girl's confidence soared as she shared their experiences with the researchers. She explained how her dog would gently nudge her arm exactly 3 minutes before certain medical episodes, giving her time to prepare. The researchers were amazed by his consistency and accuracy, documenting every detail of their unique communication system. Their participation in this study opened doors for advancing service dog training nationwide. The research team discovered subtle signals the dog picked up, tiny changes in breathing patterns, slight variations in body temperature, and even shifts in energy levels that humans couldn't detect. This knowledge would help train future service dogs to be even more effective. Meanwhile, their home life took on new dimensions. The father installed adaptive equipment throughout their house, and their dog learned to interact with each new device. He could now activate emergency call buttons, assist with specialized exercise equipment, and even help operate the new accessible kitchen tools. His adaptability impressed everyone who visited. Their story reached an international audience when a documentary filmmaker approached them. Initially hesitant about the attention, they agreed after realizing how their experience could inspire families worldwide. The filming process revealed countless small moments of extraordinary connection, how the dog anticipated needs before they arose, his gentle persistence in encouraging independence, and the silent understanding between him and his young handler. One touching scene captured their morning routine. The dog would carefully place the girl's clothes within reach, help her transfer from bed to wheelchair, and retrieve specific items in the exact order needed. But what moved viewers most was his obvious joy in helping, every task completed with a wagging tail and watchful eyes, ready to adjust his assistance based on her energy levels each day. Their impact on the community deepened. Local businesses began consulting them about making spaces more accessible, not just for wheelchairs but for service dogs too. The girls' school implemented a comprehensive program educating students about service animals, using their story as a prime example of how these partnerships change lives. A pivotal moment came during a regional youth leadership conference. The girl was invited as a keynote speaker, her dog calmly by her side as she addressed hundreds of peers. She spoke about how having a service dog taught her that independence doesn't mean doing everything alone, it means having the right support to live life fully. The father watched from the audience, remembering the quiet child who once hesitated to speak up in class. Now she confidently shared their journey, her dog occasionally glancing up at her as if offering silent encouragement. Her message resonated deeply. Disability didn't define her, it was just part of her unique story. Their experience began shaping policy changes. Local government officials consulted them about improving service dog access in public spaces. The girl's insights, combined with practical demonstrations of how her dog helped navigate various environments, led to meaningful improvements in accessibility guidelines. During this time, they discovered another dimension to their dog's abilities. He started showing a remarkable talent for helping other children with disabilities feel comfortable around service dogs. At awareness events, he seemed to know exactly how to approach each child, gentle with the timid ones, playful with those who needed encouragement, and always patient. The father documented these interactions, creating a valuable resource for other families considering service dogs. His observations helped develop new protocols for introducing service dogs to children with different needs. What made their story unique was how their dog seemed to understand not just physical requirements but emotional ones too. Their home became a beacon of hope for families starting their own service dog journeys. They hosted monthly gatherings where people could ask questions, share concerns, and see firsthand how a well-trained service dog could transform daily life. These meetings often ended with renewed hope and practical steps forward for attending families. As they approached another milestone in their journey, the impact of their story continued growing. Organizations worldwide began studying their unique bond, hoping to replicate their success. But those who knew them best understood that their story was special precisely because it couldn't be exactly duplicated. It was about finding the perfect match between handler and dog, then nurturing that connection into something extraordinary. Through every new development, their German Shepherd remained focused on his primary mission, being there for his young handler. Whether they were participating in research studies, giving presentations, or simply having a quiet day at home, his dedication never wavered. He proved daily that the strongest partnerships are built on trust, understanding, and unwavering devotion. Summer arrived with new milestones and unexpected challenges. One morning, during their routine walk around the neighborhood, a speeding car lost control and veered toward the sidewalk. In a split second, their German Shepherd demonstrated extraordinary judgment. He firmly but gently pulled the girl's wheelchair backward, guiding her to safety behind a large tree. His quick thinking prevented what could have been a tragic accident. This incident sparked important discussions about service dog training for emergency situations. Their dog's response went beyond standard training protocols, showing remarkable situational awareness. Training centers began incorporating similar scenarios into their programs, preparing other service dogs for unexpected emergencies. The girl's physical therapy sessions took on new dimensions with her four-legged partner's help. He learned to assist with exercises, providing support when needed and encouragement when she felt tired. The physical therapists were amazed by how his presence improved her strength and endurance. They documented his techniques, creating a groundbreaking program combining service dog assistance with traditional therapy. Their story caught the attention of a leading children's hospital rehabilitation center. They were invited to participate in a program helping young patients transition back home after long hospital stays. The dog's gentle approach with recovering children proved invaluable. He seemed to understand each child's limitations, adjusting his interactions accordingly. During one memorable session, they worked with a young patient learning to use a wheelchair for the first time. The child was frustrated and scared, refusing to try moving independently. Their German Shepherd approached slowly, placing a favorite toy just out of reach, encouraging the child to move forward. Within minutes, the young patient was cautiously wheeling forward, focused on reaching the toy rather than fear. The father noticed how these hospital visits affected his daughter too. Helping others gave her new purpose and confidence. She began mentoring younger children getting their first service dogs, sharing practical tips and emotional support. Her insights, coming from personal experience, proved invaluable to many families starting their journey. Their influence extended to unexpected places. Local emergency services implemented new protocols for handling situations involving service dogs. Police officers and paramedics received specialized training about working around service animals during emergencies. Their German Shepherd participated in these training sessions, helping first responders understand the crucial bond between service dogs and their handlers. One particularly touching moment came during a severe thunderstorm. Their dog's weather sensitivity proved life-saving when he insisted on moving the girl to the basement minutes before a tornado warning was issued. His persistence in getting her to safety, despite her initial reluctance, showed once again how his protective instincts went beyond basic training. The local weather service took notice, leading to an innovative program studying how service dogs might help people with disabilities during natural disasters. Their dog's ability to sense environmental changes and react appropriately became a model for emergency preparedness training. Their home continued evolving to maximize their partnership's effectiveness. The father installed smart home features that their dog learned to activate when needed. He could now turn on lights, open doors, and even start emergency backup systems with specific commands. This integration of service dog capabilities with technology became a blueprint for other families. As their public speaking engagements increased, they noticed something remarkable. Their dog developed different approaches for various audiences. With medical professionals, he demonstrated his assistance techniques with precision. With children, he showed more playful aspects of his work. With government officials, he maintained an exceptionally professional demeanor. Research teams studying animal cognition became fascinated by his ability to adapt his behavior contextually. They conducted studies documenting how he modified his assistance based on subtle cues from his handler, environmental conditions, and specific situations. His adaptability challenged existing understanding of service dog capabilities. Their story reached another milestone when they were invited to contribute to developing national standards for service dog training. Their experiences helped shape guidelines ensuring other families would receive well-trained, adaptable service dogs capable of meeting diverse needs. Through all these achievements, they maintained their focus on the core mission, showing how the partnership between a service dog and their handler could open new possibilities. Their German Shepherd continued proving that the best service dogs aren't just trained assistants but intuitive partners in creating independent, fulfilling lives. The father often reflected on their journey, amazed by how one decision had sparked such widespread positive change. Yet for all their public impact, the most meaningful moments remained the quiet ones at home, watching his daughter and her faithful companion tackle daily challenges together, each small victory building toward greater independence. As autumn returned, their journey entered an unexpected phase. The girls' school district launched an innovative program integrating service dogs into special education classrooms, inspired by her successful experience. Their German Shepherd became a regular visitor, helping demonstrate how service animals could support students with various needs. Educators noticed something remarkable: his presence improved overall classroom dynamics. Students became more empathetic, focused, and supportive of their peers with disabilities. The dog seemed to naturally bridge social gaps, creating an inclusive atmosphere that benefited everyone. During one memorable class project, students worked on presentations about overcoming challenges. The girl shared how her service dog helped her navigate daily obstacles. Her classmates were captivated by their teamwork, especially when she demonstrated how he assisted with picking up dropped items and opening doors. This led to thoughtful discussions about independence and support. Their influence spread to neighboring school districts. Educational consultants studied their model, developing guidelines for incorporating service animals into academic environments. The father helped create safety protocols and facility modifications, ensuring schools could accommodate service dogs effectively. A breakthrough moment came during a district-wide education conference. The girl, now more confident than ever, led a workshop about life with a service dog. Her presentation included practical demonstrations, showing how their partnership worked in various situations. Educators were particularly impressed by how the dog adjusted his assistance based on different environments and activities. Their German Shepherd's adaptability continued amazing professionals. During physical education classes, he learned to participate in modified activities, helping his handler engage in sports safely. He showed remarkable judgment in knowing when to assist and when to step back, allowing her to develop independence. The school nurse documented how his presence reduced anxiety-related health issues among students with disabilities. His calming effect was especially notable during stressful times like exams or crowded assemblies. This led to research about the emotional support aspects of service dogs in educational settings. Their home life evolved as the girl took on new challenges. She joined the school's robotics club, and their dog learned to assist with handling small components and tools. His gentle mouth could retrieve tiny parts without damage, and he developed a system for organizing materials within her reach. The father noticed how their partnership strengthened through each new activity. The dog's understanding of her needs became almost telepathic, anticipating when she needed help and when she wanted to try things independently. This balance of support and independence became a model for other service dog training programs. Local businesses took notice of their success in the school system. Several companies implemented educational programs about service dogs, using their story to train employees about proper interaction with service animals. The girl and her dog helped demonstrate correct protocols, improving public understanding of service dog etiquette. Their impact extended to recreational programs too. The local parks department consulted them about making playgrounds more accessible for children with service dogs. Their input led to innovative designs incorporating spaces where service dogs could assist their handlers while staying out of other children's way. Healthcare professionals continued studying their unique bond. The dog's ability to detect subtle changes in his handler's condition before medical devices could register them remained a source of fascination. Researchers documented how he adapted his alerts based on their location and activity, showing remarkable situational awareness. Through each new experience, their German Shepherd maintained his primary focus, supporting his young handler's independence. Whether they were navigating crowded school hallways, participating in after-school activities, or helping educate others, his dedication never wavered. The father watched proudly as his daughter blossomed into a confident young advocate for disability rights and service dog awareness. Their journey had evolved from a personal solution to a movement inspiring systemic changes in education, healthcare, and community accessibility. Their story continued touching lives in unexpected ways, proving that the partnership between a child and their service dog could create ripples of positive change far beyond their immediate circle. Each day brought new opportunities to show how these extraordinary animals could transform lives through their unwavering dedication and support. Winter brought new dimensions to their extraordinary journey. The local children's hospital created a dedicated program where their German Shepherd helped young patients through difficult medical procedures. His calming presence made a remarkable difference, especially during rehabilitation sessions. One unforgettable moment occurred when a young patient refused to attempt walking after surgery. Their service dog, sensing the child's fear, demonstrated how he helped his own handler transfer between wheelchair and therapy equipment. His gentle encouragement inspired the patient to take those crucial first steps. The medical staff documented how patients required less anxiety medication during procedures when the dog was present. His ability to provide silent support while staying completely out of the medical team's way impressed everyone. The hospital began developing protocols for integrating service dogs into various treatment scenarios. Their impact on medical care expanded further when a team of pediatric specialists invited them to participate in developing new approaches to childhood mobility challenges. The dog's techniques for supporting his handler became a model for training both medical staff and other service animals. During these hospital visits, they encountered a young patient who communicated only through sign language. Their German Shepherd, displaying remarkable adaptability, learned to respond to basic hand signals. This unexpected development led to a specialized program training service dogs to work with deaf children. The father observed how these experiences deepened the bond between his daughter and her dog. Each new challenge they helped others overcome strengthened their own partnership. Their teamwork became more intuitive, their communication more refined. Research teams studying animal-assisted therapy were particularly interested in how their dog maintained professional focus while providing emotional support. He could switch seamlessly between assisting with physical tasks and offering gentle comfort to scared patients. Their influence reached beyond the hospital walls. Medical equipment manufacturers consulted them about designing mobility devices that would work better with service dog assistance. Their input led to innovations making daily tasks easier for people partnered with service animals. The girl's confidence grew as she helped train hospital staff about working alongside service dogs. She shared practical tips from her experience, helping create guidelines that would benefit countless other patients and their service animals. Local emergency rooms implemented new protocols based on their insights. Medical teams learned how to treat patients without separating them from their service dogs whenever possible. This small but significant change reduced anxiety and improved treatment outcomes for many patients. Through each hospital visit, their German Shepherd demonstrated an uncanny ability to gauge exactly what each patient needed. With some, he would maintain a respectful distance while staying attentive. With others, he would move closer, offering direct support and encouragement. Their story inspired a documentary about service dogs in medical settings. Filming captured countless moments of their dog's extraordinary intuition, how he anticipated needs, provided silent support, and helped create an atmosphere of calm during stressful procedures. Medical students began rotating through the program, learning firsthand how service dogs could enhance patient care. The girl and her dog helped teach future doctors about the vital role these animals play in their handlers' lives. As their influence in healthcare grew, they remained focused on their core mission, showing how the partnership between a person and their service dog could transform medical experiences. Each day brought new opportunities to demonstrate the profound impact these extraordinary animals could have on healing and recovery. Their journey continued evolving, touching more lives and creating lasting changes in how medical communities view the role of service dogs. Through it all, their German Shepherd remained steadfast in his dedication, proving that sometimes the best medicine comes with 4 paws and an unwavering heart. As spring emerged, their journey took on deeper meaning through their growing impact on therapy and rehabilitation services. Their German Shepherd's presence in physical therapy sessions revealed new possibilities for integrating service dogs into recovery programs. During one breakthrough session, they worked with a rehabilitation center developing innovative approaches for children adapting to mobility devices. The dog demonstrated how he provided both physical support and emotional encouragement, showing other patients that independence was achievable with the right partnership. The father watched his daughter naturally step into a mentoring role, sharing practical advice with families beginning their own service dog journeys. She spoke from experience about the daily challenges and triumphs, offering hope and practical solutions to common concerns. Their dog's ability to adapt his assistance techniques for different mobility needs caught the attention of rehabilitation specialists. He seemed to instinctively understand how to modify his support based on each patient's specific requirements, whether they used a wheelchair, walker, or other mobility aids. The Therapeutic Recreation Department created new programs based on their experiences. They developed activities that incorporated service dogs into rehabilitation exercises, making therapy sessions more engaging and effective. Their German Shepherd helped demonstrate how service dogs could participate in various therapeutic activities while maintaining their assistance duties. Research teams documented how their dog's presence improved patient motivation and participation in therapy sessions. His gentle encouragement and practical support helped patients push through challenging exercises, leading to better recovery outcomes. One particularly moving moment occurred when they worked with a group of young athletes adapting to new mobility challenges. Their dog showed how he helped his handler participate in modified sports activities, demonstrating that physical limitations didn't mean giving up beloved pastimes. Local sports programs began consulting them about making activities more accessible for participants with service dogs. Their input helped create inclusive environments where handlers and their dogs could safely participate in various recreational activities. The father noticed how these experiences strengthened his daughter's advocacy skills. She became more articulate in explaining the importance of accessibility and inclusion, using their story to illustrate how proper support could expand possibilities for people with disabilities. Their impact extended to professional therapy training programs. Physical therapy students learned about incorporating service dogs into treatment plans, understanding how these extraordinary animals could enhance traditional rehabilitation methods. Through each new program they influenced, their German Shepherd maintained his primary focus, supporting his young handler while helping others understand the transformative power of service dog partnerships. His dedication and adaptability continued inspiring improvements in therapeutic approaches. Their story evolved from personal journey to professional resource, helping shape how rehabilitation services integrate service dogs into treatment plans. Each day brought new opportunities to demonstrate how these remarkable animals could enhance recovery and independence through their unwavering support. The Rehabilitation Center documented their techniques, creating training materials to help other facilities implement similar programs. Their success inspired a movement toward more inclusive therapy approaches that recognized the valuable role service dogs could play in recovery. As their influence grew, they remained grounded in their core mission, showing how the partnership between a person and their service dog could transform rehabilitation experiences. Their journey continued inspiring positive changes in therapy services, proving that sometimes the best medicine comes with 4 paws and an understanding heart. Their German Shepherd's extraordinary ability to adapt his support while maintaining his professional focus became a model for service dog training programs nationwide. He demonstrated daily how these amazing animals could enhance therapeutic outcomes while providing unwavering support to their handlers. As the story neared its transformative conclusion, their impact had created lasting changes across their community and beyond. Their unique journey inspired a comprehensive guide for families considering service dogs, combining practical advice with real-world experiences. During a national conference on disability rights, their German Shepherd demonstrated his extraordinary abilities to leaders in the field. His performance handling complex scenarios while maintaining unwavering focus on his handlers' needs set new standards for service dog training. Local government officials used their experience to update accessibility policies, ensuring public spaces better accommodated service dog teams. Their input helped create guidelines that balanced safety requirements with the practical needs of handlers and their dogs. The father compiled their years of experience into a training program, helping other families navigate the challenges of integrating a service dog into daily life. Their approach emphasized building strong bonds between handlers and dogs while developing practical skills. One memorable afternoon, they visited a center for newly paired service dog teams. Their German Shepherd helped demonstrate advanced techniques, showing how experienced teams could handle complex situations. New handlers gained confidence seeing what was possible with time and dedication. Their influence reached technology developers creating adaptive equipment. Engineers consulted them about designing devices that would work seamlessly with service dog assistants, leading to innovations that enhanced independence for many handlers. The rehabilitation center where they volunteered regularly reported improved outcomes in patients working alongside service dogs. Their success inspired other facilities to implement similar programs, expanding opportunities for people with disabilities to benefit from service dog partnerships. Through every achievement, their German Shepherd remained focused on his core mission, supporting his handler while showing others what was possible. His unwavering dedication proved that the right partnership could overcome any challenge. Their story became a beacon of hope for families starting their own service dog journeys. It showed how these extraordinary animals could transform lives through dedication, training, and unconditional support. The father often reflected on their journey, amazed by how one decision to get a service dog had created such far-reaching positive change. Their experience proved that sometimes the most powerful transformations come from the simple choice to open our hearts to new possibilities. Their German Shepherd's legacy would continue through the many lives they touched, the programs they inspired, and the changes they helped create in how society views service dog partnerships. Their journey showed that with proper support, determination, and an extraordinary four-legged friend, any obstacle could become an opportunity for growth and inspiration. As they looked to the future, their story remained a testament to the incredible bond between humans and service dogs, proving that sometimes the most remarkable achievements come from partnerships built on trust, understanding, and unwavering dedication to helping others succeed. This conclusion marked not an ending, but a new beginning, as their influence continued spreading, inspiring others to explore the transformative power of service dog partnerships in creating more inclusive, understanding communities for everyone. Their success catalyzed a movement, showing how one extraordinary partnership between a young girl and her German Shepherd could spark lasting changes in attitudes, policies, and possibilities for people with disabilities worldwide. The legacy of their journey would continue through the countless lives they touched, forever demonstrating that with faith, determination, and the right four-legged partner, any challenge could become an opportunity to inspire positive change.